First up today is Leah with the wrap-up of the volleyball season.
I interviewed Miss Bishop and some of the volleyball students for this season. This is what they had to say. Miss Bishop, so tell us about the volleyball season like this year.
I'm so sorry. Let me get this out of the way first. We've had a really great volleyball season this year, as a matter of fact. 6th, 7th, and 8th grade have worked really hard, practiced really hard all year, and all 3 teams made it to the championship finals. 6th grade we all played against Sherrard, our big rival here. 6th grade ended up being the runner-up. 8th grade fought really hard, and 8th grade beat Sherrard for Sherrard's first loss in 3 years. Sherrard has never lost a set, and they beat them in the first set. They did end up being runners-up in the Pac-8, but 7th grade, like I said, let me get this up here real quick. 7th grade ended up being the Pac-8 champions, so I'd say the season went really well.
Why, thank you.
You're welcome.
The 7th grade season for volleyball went really good because we beat Sherrard in the Pac-8 championship.
We had a really good 6th grade season and we got 2nd place in Pac-8.
The volleyball season for 8th grade went pretty well. We played Sherrard in the championship and we won 1 set against them, which was a really big accomplishment because Sherrard was undefeated all 3 years. So I would say the volleyball season this year was pretty good.
8th grade volleyball did really good this year. We got runner-up in the championship game against Sherrard, and we beat them in the first set because we actually were the only team that beat them in 3 years, and I just really love this team this year.
It's time for the Weekly Funny. Here are Omri and Adam.
How can you tell if a skeleton's sick? How? It will be coughing. Why do you keep on doing these? Wait, come back.
Quinn brings us this week's question of the week.
Veterans Day is something to remember veterans in the war and people who died in like World War I, World War II and stuff.
Veterans Day is a special day to remember everybody in World War I and World War II.
Veterans Day is a day to commemorate our brave soldiers who fought in wars to protect our country and doing what they can to help us.
It remembers the soldiers that died.
The people who I remember in Veterans Day is the people who died for us, for our world. So, yeah.
The people that I remember most for Veterans Day is the people who fought in the war.
Veterans Day began as Armistice Day. It was to commemorate the end of World War I and those who died fighting in the war. It changed after World War II to Veterans Day to honor all veterans of all services, those who served in the armed forces, both in peace and war. Okay.
In West Virginia and across the United States, November 11th is a holiday. Known today as Veterans Day, this day honors all who served in the United States Armed Forces, the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, National Guard, and the Space Force. This is a day where we as citizens of the United States can reflect on the sacrifice made by those who have served in our military, the time away from family and friends, their homes and communities to protect our country and its Constitution. It is a day where we can set aside differences, stand united, and pay our respect to those who have served in the United States during times of war. On November 11th of 1918, an armistice was signed between the Entente powers and Germany, ending the fighting in World War I. Beginning in 1919, November 11th, then called Armistice Day, commemorated the heroism of those who died during World War I. In 1954, the holiday was changed to Veterans Day in order to account for all veterans of all wars. This year, 2022, we want to take a moment to recognize a veteran from West Virginia whom we lost this year. In June, Herschel Woody Williams from Quietdale, West Virginia, passed away at the age of 98. Mr. Williams was the last remaining Medal of Honor recipient from World War II when he passed. The Medal of Honor is awarded for military valor in action. Mr. Williams was awarded our military's highest honor for his heroism at the Battle of Iwo Jima in 1945. Please take a moment today and show your appreciation to anyone who has served.
This is a very interesting week. To tell you about your days off, here's Beverly.
I'm not Beverly, but I'm here to tell you that there is no school on Tuesday because of Election Day, and there is no school on Friday in observance of Veterans Day.
Tomorrow is Election Day. Remind those 18 and older in your life to go out to the polls and vote. For TMS This Week, I'm Romeo, and that's a wrap.